Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
The dark sign brands the undead.
And we hope it does.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
All of them.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin Olsen and his Warmer, and this is not my first ever playthrough of Dark Souls. As we see Wander looking up to the skies with a body dropping down into this cell below. With a lovely, helpful fellow watching down on us. It's an intro that is embedded into my brain at this stage. So freaking cool. The Northern Undead Asylum. Yeah, you can see there. Drop down. The only way we're getting out of here. The only way. Let's unequip some stuff. Starting off. Honestly, really, essentially we want to get down to a point where we are, very, I guess, rolling faster, but once we get our sword and the heater shield, it's not going to be as fast. Like I said, this is not my first playthrough of Dark Souls, but it is my first time playing this in a long time. If you guys want to see more of this by the end of it, please let me know and we'll see how things go. We could play it every once in a while and I have no problem doing that whatsoever. Dark Souls is something that has been a special thing for me for many, many years at this stage. I've always been a big fan of the games, and I can talk about my history very briefly with these games because I don't want to, talk about it too much, but I think we could talk about it too much, Who cares? Talk about some history. Look at the Asylum Demon looking down through the hole up there. I first played Dark Souls, I think, in 2011. I got it borrowed off my friend. We both did a game exchange. I think he got Lord of the Rings Conquest off me, and I got Dark Souls. So personally, I think I won that exchange. Not that it was a competition, but I like Lord of the Rings Conquest as well. I did not understand what was going to happen to my life, and how much this game would have such a big influence over me, and all the Dark Souls games, and Elden Ring and Bloodborne would have such a massive influence on me going forward. I didn't realize what was going to happen. It was one of those things that I just couldn't predict. I played the game for a bit, and I remember being I texted me this game, man, I'm not sure about it. I keep dying. Everything keeps respawning. I got to a save point and everything that I killed respawned. It took so long to even get to that point. My dude, I don't know if I like this game. And he was like, oh, I can give you a different game or whatever. I was like, no, it's okay. I you can keep the game you got. But I was so upset because I was like, man, we can't get up there yet. I was like, oh, this game looks so cool. Aesthetically, instantly it looks so cool, right? But I just sucked at it. So I put it down. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to play this game. It's not really my thing. But that's when some things changed. I got addicted. I 10 minutes after I texted my friend and was like, yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this game. I picked back up the controller and I was like, I kind of like this.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Of course.
Regrettably,
Oscar.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this.
The key to get out of here.
I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So he talks about how he doesn't want to harm us after death because for anyone who hasn't played Dark Souls before, when you die in this game, you come back and lose your sanity. And there he goes. So chances are, if you progress through the game enough, the next time we see Oscar, he's not going to be the most sane person in the world. Over here, we see that the roof is caved in. And we saw here, the only way we got in here was like breaking this down. It's the only way you could get in. So what we have to believe is, and this is what I believe, is that Oscar was helping people get out of the asylum because of the prophecy that an undead who is chosen will go to Lordran. And he fell through the roof. And then this caved in here. All the bricks hit this, and so you couldn't get out there. He was probably too hurt anyway, because you're falling on stone and low, shallow water. And he died, basically trying to help us. Which is sad. It is very sad. Let's try and parry. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. We'll try again. Pretend that didn't happen, zombie, okay? Or undead. Let's go. No, pretend that didn't happen, okay? We're gonna try again. There we go. But on the stairs it didn't work out, so okay, thank you. Well, at least we could do it, okay? It's been a while since I played this game. Yeah, I religiously played the Souls games for so long. I absolutely adore them. I still adore them. These are developer notes, by the way. I usually play offline just because I don't want to pay for PS Plus. Yeah, they're developer notes. And they basically help you with the game. There's a tutorial. People who say there's no tutorial in Dark Souls, there very much is a tutorial, like right here. While falling, plunging out. There is. It's just that some people don't read when they go through the tutorials and don't want to look at this stuff, which is understandable. Sometimes people just want to get into the action, but when people say there's no tutorial, it's like, nah, there is. You just, haven't seen it. Or didn't see it. But yeah, I religiously fell in love with this. The last time I did a full playthrough of this game, and this is no joke, and it feels so weird now, because like I've played this game over 80 times, easily. But the last time I played a playthrough of this was back when I did a multiplayer playthrough with my friends. And I wonder if, like, because there were so many Souls games at the time, there was like Sekiro, like Soulsborne Kiro games that were like all similar. Sekiro came out, Bloodborne came out, Elden Ring came out, Dark Souls 2 was out, Dark Souls 3, all those games, that we had such a variety that like, and I feel like maybe when I played with my friends, it felt like this weird like finality to like, okay, I've done pretty much like everything I could do in this game, I suppose. It's still very rusty with dodging here. And it really felt like I tried most weapons. I've done the multiplayer playthrough, so I was like, okay, I can move on to like not just playing Dark Souls all the time. And maybe playing some different games. We have to get better on the roll here. It's been a while. It's been a long while. But, and so like there was this weird finality to it. So I haven't done a full playthrough since then. But, what would happen was, and any of my friends could tell you this, I would religiously play all these games, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 at the time, and Bloodborne, over and over again, constantly, non-stop. When I finished Dark Souls 1, I'd move on to Dark Souls 2, then go back to Dark Souls 3 to Bloodborne, then go all the way back around again. It would be the only games I played. For a long time, these were the only games that I would play, is just Dark Souls games, and Demon Souls as well.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Yeah. So, it just gives me chills even now. And look how cool this game looks. Like, even though I was bad at this game when I first... That was one of the things I realized right away. I was like, even though I'm terrible at this game, like, instantly beautiful. Instantly beautiful. Level up on fire. So I think we have 3 humanities over here. We're gonna use it to like get our body back, because I want you guys to actually look at Wander in a positive light. In somewhat of a positive light. This will also get us an extra level, which is why I got this too. It's always nice to have. Since this might not be a full playthrough of any kind, it might just be a one-off, I thought it might be a good idea to we're not gonna level up anything too crazy, because we don't really need to. And then let's go with level up. So we can go with 1 vitality. I think this gives an extra level, right? 1 endurance and 1 dexterity. We'll go with that. Because if we are going with a weapon, we're going probably with the Baldur swag sword. You know what I mean? There's Wander. There he is. How are you, good sir?
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
So he's hinting at there's more people that came here before?
Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first.
Yep.
But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out.
Yes.
There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So it's so interesting that like the first thing that they say to you when you go into this world is a character who is already crestfallen, who believes that what you have like who believes in that the world that you have entered into is already quite, you know, hopeless, I suppose. And it's so interesting to have a character right away tell you that, yeah, a load of people come here who are already chosen. You're not the first, you won't be the last. There is no salvation here. But also, when people say, oh, they don't tell you what to do in this game, they said, hey, 2 bells, 1 up above, and this is pointing towards above. 1 down below. You go down here, and this is how you know you don't have to go down below first. You go, okay, if I go down here, oh, so I can go down here. Okay, cool. I can go down here. Very cool. What is this area? You head down this way. And this is why the game's design is designed around how good of a fighter you are and what level of difficulty it is. It's literally based on what you can do. So if I go over here in the new Londo ruins, it's very dark. And I wander through here. And I'm like, okay, he said down below. This must be down below, right? By the way, an absolutely gorgeous place as well. He must have meant down below. I'll go over here. Oh, okay, so this is pretty cool. We can go down below. Wait a second, what's that sound? I heard like a ghost of some kind? Okay, well, let's keep going. Oh, an enemy. My first enemy. Wait, I can't hurt them? What? I mustn't be supposed to be going here yet. And I know that sounds so silly, but like that's usually a first indication of like, hey, you're not supposed to go here. Now, there is a way to attack them as well. And there's an item over here, in this pot over here, that will give you the ability to fight them, I believe, which is the transient curse. And I think they're coming over here now. So if we use the transient curse, it gives us the ability to fight one of these guys. But again, it gives you a proper indication of where you need to go. Not just by, oh, I can't fight them, but there's also this feeling too. Watch. There's also Where are you now? Okay, I can fight this guy now. Cool. Oh, but I'm doing barely any damage to them. Right? And now we could die. Yeah. So there's like that quick indication of like, oh, okay. So I'm really not supposed to be here right now. I know it's such a like, I love it. I love looking at this stuff because for me, like, when a lot of people like say that these games, they are obtuse, but when people say that these games are very like silly and like, you know, they don't really teach you anything, I think you learn a lot in this game about for true failure. And that's okay. You would go down here and you get your arse handed to you, right? You just get your butt destroyed. There's a gate up there that's locked as well. There's another area you can go that's down below too, and again, the skeletons are very, very difficult. So going there is also like a no-go, and eventually that will block you off as well if you try to go any further. So you're not going to ring a bell down there. So the best thing you can do after that is I'm going to go up. Again, this game is so, and we're not going to do any more of that, by the way. I'm just going to play the rest of the game. I just wanted to show that because one of my biggest pet peeves is that when people say that this game doesn't teach you what to do or doesn't tell you what to do, when in reality it just teaches you in a very different way that's also very, very cool, right? It's very, very cool the way it teaches you that way. Let's go talk to this guy up here. I believe he won't talk to us much because we don't have enough faith.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Not a fan of us right now because we don't have enough faith, which is fine. You can get faith, and if you want to, pretty much, I say if you want to get all the lore in this game, you can do it in one playthrough, but it's sometimes good to have two characters running at the same time. You don't have to. It's very possible to get everything done at once in one playthrough. And this is what I mean. Right away, wouldn't you be like, okay, this is the place I have to go. Look how easy the enemies die. You know? It's an instantaneous being like, okay, I can go this way. I know I can go this way. Now, we could get that item over there. We could. Watch for this guy over here. I'm not going to go follow him down there because we will die. We will get tricked. Soul of the Lost Undead. Yes. Again, I love how this place looks. Look at this now. I'm afraid of heights and this makes me very scared, but sorry, Wanderer, look at that there. The ambiance, the energy, the vibe that this game has is so freaking cool. There's a rat. Me for real. Sewer rat. What a sewer rat, you know? Me for real. And then we'll just go up this way. Yeah, this game is still so stunning to me. It's still one of the greatest games of all time. There's a kind of like a group of people now that are trying to like, they tried for like, I remember it was so funny, they tried for like a day and it didn't work out at all. To say like these games were overrated. And usually people are like, man, just like, not everything's overrated that you don't like. Sometimes you just won't like something and that's okay. You know? Sometimes we just won't like something. It doesn't always have to be like overrated, you know what I mean? And it's so funny because I remember for a time with Dark Souls, it was underrated. Let's go over here. And then once it became the juggernaut, people like, a lot of people couldn't handle it. There was a lot of like, even like, you know, I don't like talking about our Let's Players in a negative light, but there's even Let's Players who started looking down on the Souls series. That's another boss room there as well, because they kind of felt as though like, to me, the energy I got was like, and I can't say this for real because that's not what, you know, I can't put words in someone's mouth. But the energy I got, there's a lot of enemies here, was like, it's no longer my baby. Which like, I suppose like, you know, we all have like somewhat of a relatable feeling of like, oh, this is no longer the thing I remember it was, and that's fine too. But I love when my favorite things get more popular. I really do. It just means I get more of it. That's what it means. I maybe say I just need a bigger weapon to do that usual knock them off the ledge thing. These guys are like actually very destructive. Like, it's one of the funniest things is like, they seem very small, but like you can get like absolutely wrecked by those guys. Like they will, if they get you all at once, you're done. You're donezo. How do we get out of here again? Soul Lost Undead, I'll take that. Maybe we just have to go back the other way. I distinctly remember there was some way we could get out of here. But again, it's been so long. Let's just go back up. It has been a long, long time. It's been years since I played a full playthrough of this. And it's not because I don't love these games anymore. Like, I can still pick them up and play them, but like, it's just, it feels different, you know? And I said that next time I want to do it, I want to do it on the channel in some way. Even if it's only one episode, you can roll down here, by the way. And that's what you have to do. You have to go down here and get back up from there. We don't need that item, though, so we're fine. This weapon isn't perfect, but it actually will do us, like, really well for quite a short time. And I might show you guys the skip as well, because again, a lot of people have played this game now. It's a very popular series. It's not a case anymore where, like, when you talk to someone, they're like, I've never played Dark Souls. What Dark Souls? Because that's what it was like back in 2011. It's not like that anymore at all. And like, to me, like, I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. I actually love how popular these games have gotten. Not because I'm like, you know, I love, like, I'm like, oh man, like I love popular games. But it's more of a case of like, I just know I'm going to get more stuff and they're going to get more money for their budgets and stuff like this. And that's why I love From Software so much. Because now they are the juggernauts and they still make fantastic games. Like, it'd be so different if, like, it's the same thing with, like, Resident Evil. It's like Resident Evil is making more games than ever and they're all freaking sick because they're so successful now. So I'm so good with that. Get popular, man. More people play it. Petty, get out of there. No, I like behind my shelf. It makes me feel safe. Petty? Okay. Okay, Petty. No, that's not very fair. No, it's not. You know what's actually not fair, Perry? Is, like, life in general is not fair. Well, no.
You seem to have your wits about you. Hmm? Then you are a welcome customer.
The voice acting is so good in these games as well.
Souls. Everything's for sale.
So the item we want to buy is a key, and that's the resonance key for 1,000 souls. There's other items here as well that are pretty good, but we don't have enough to, like, buy them yet. Like, eventually, like, getting a bow and arrow is also a very good idea.
Thank you kindly.
Especially for a boss later on that's, like, quite annoying. It's cool aesthetically, but the boss later on is, like, quite annoying. Let's go. I love the aesthetics of this area as well. So I'm going to activate this and sit down in it. But we're going to go back down there because I want to show off the skip. See if I haven't done the skip in years. I can't imagine that they'd patch it out. That's just like me. I think patching out the skip would be a very, like, it'd be redundant because it's like, how would you patch out a skip in a remastered version of a game? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, I mean, they might. But again, I don't think From Software is like, I only remember one time, like this skip they don't have a problem with, I think just because it was so long ago, but actually I do remember them patching out the skip in Bloodborne. In Bloodborne we used to have a skip where like, in Bloodborne there used to be a skip that you could skip like to like a late game area, and this late game area could give you a bunch of cool weapons and stuff like that. I remember I used a skip one time when I was like starting off as well. Like, no, it's not starting off. It was like my 10th playthrough, I think, which is starting off for like Souls games sometimes. And I was like, oh, I want that weapon from the start, and I did the skip, which is really fun. And you just jump over a gate. It's like a speedrunning skip, and you get a weapon. You can use it for the rest of the game. Obviously, then we went through the game normally. I didn't go there to get like extra souls or anything. Which, if you do want to do that, that's not a problem. You do whatever you want. It's none of my business. None of my business what you do. If you're playing a single-player game, you do ever what you want. None of my business. Okay, so the skip here is hard to pull off, but I think we could do it. I think so. Yeah, look at this area. Like, this whole area is so pretty as well. Like, I know, like, you know, people pretend it looks like a PS2 game, and then usually when people say that, first of all, PS2 games look amazing, and second of all, usually people like that don't know what a PS2 game looks like. It's been a while since I've done the skip. Let's see if we can actually do it. Yeah, like people say that never played a PS2 game. That's just the facts. Like, I'm sorry, it is true. It's they're usually people that are like, I've only ever like started playing games maybe around, which is nothing wrong with that. But like, I didn't play the freaking. No, that's a bad jump. I wasn't around for the NES era. You think I'm gonna be going around like, you know, pretending like I was? Nah. And it's not about gatekeeping. It's more about like when people are like, this game looks like a PS2 game. It's like, have you played a PS2 game? Like, this would blow up a PS2. Your PS2 would explode. We have to jump more to the edge, I think, is probably better. It's so long since I've done this skip. But if we pull it off, it could be very funny. So close. Okay. We'll try it twice more. If we don't get it, then we'll leave it there. If we don't get it, we'll leave it there. That should do it. Yes. And now it's the jump part. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've done this as well. Yep. Dog. And then run. We're not supposed to be here. Again, it's not like it's a highly leveled area, but it is you have to like go and do a whole bunch of other stuff to get to this area. And what we did is not what you do. You have to beat a boss usually to get here. But look, we're back here. Nice. There's an item there too. It's a shield. We don't really need the shield right now. This dog might actually be trouble. He actually has a lot of health. Yeah, because he's... Oh! Let him drop. Come on down. Let dog drop. I remember like when this is like one of the areas where I was first like, what the hell is happening here? When everything started to respawn, I was genuinely like, what is this game? I was actually, I think this is the exact area where I was like, what is happening with this game? To my friend, I was like, I've never played a game like this before. Everything's respawning after I freaking kill it. What is happening? And he, like, of course, is like, have some faith. But he's like, if you don't want to play it, you don't have to play it. This right here, there's a chain here. If the chain is pointing towards behind it, it's good to open. If it's pointing towards you, do not open. Attack. It'll be a mimic. Is it weird having Calvin do like a walkthrough style video? I usually do only blind playthroughs. So it's rare probably for you guys to see me do a playthrough of a game I've already played before. Yeah. So over here, now, again, there's multiple things we can do here as well. So this is what we're going to use, though, for this next boss. This is lightning gold pine resin. And basically, you attach this to your sword, and it'll make it do, like, crazy damage. And in this game in general, I remember it, like, the damage that you get from gold pine resin is insane. It's never quite this good again. Like, it never is. It's good still, but it's never this good again. Which is unfortunate. Now, I'm gonna avoid this barrel just because we have low health. I was gonna like do this again, show you what you can do here as well if you want to go fast. But we don't need to go fast. So if the barrel's barreling down towards you, right before it hits you, do this, back away from it, and it gives you iframes and it won't knock you down. And you basically then have you can go faster. It's only for really speed runs and stuff, I guess. There's also a lizard here as well, isn't there? Yeah, some twinkling titanite. It's just to go faster. Like, don't worry about it if you're not wanting to go faster. Avoid the barrel. Just avoid the barrel. Don't worry about anything else, you know? Such a beautiful area up here as well. And these two guys, Gregor and Pregor. Actually, Pregor is actually an insult for someone who's praying. I shouldn't say that. Apologies for that, guys. Gregor and Megger, we'll call them. So, there's a bridge over here leading over to a beautiful area here, but what's that up there? Again, even though that's like, it's like, should I head there? That looks like it's a bell tower. Right? Like, see that? See how that works? Oh, there, look. Oh my God. Like, it's so cool. That's the way I love the development philosophy of From Software. You look in the distance. That's it. That's where I should go. So we'll go over here. And we're going to fight another boss around here is where we'll stop. And it's been a while, so if I die to this guy, please forgive me. Oh wow, nice shot. Oh God. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long while. That was greed though as well. As you can see there, what's happening there is greed. And it was I was trying to use my muscle memory, but then like literally what we were getting there was greed. We could have stepped back. For sure. Don't be like me. Do what I say, not what I do. If you're someone who's seen this for the first time. Which is very rare because this game is now almost 14 years old.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
White
We are
soapstone.
amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation.
That's where the phrase
Of course,
came
we're
from.
not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So this is how you summon. This is how you end up like getting help in this game.
Hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Such an interesting character, and like it's so nice in this game when you meet, and that's why this game feeling so desolate is awesome, is because when you do meet someone, it's like the most amazing thing in the world. It feels so freaking good. It's like a joy in of itself. Meeting someone in this game. Beautiful scenery as well. Now, what again? People say this game doesn't teach you anything. You look into this bridge and you go, wait, those are burn marks. What the hell? And there's some dead bodies and burnt bodies up there? Oh man, I better run. Someone's gonna try and burn me up here. Oh no. Yep, and we still got burnt. There is a patch there you can stand in, but where we're going is over here. Kick the ladder down, roll down here, and we can get all of our heals back. We got them back. Again, we'll do the same thing. Maybe a little bit more dexterity, a little more vitality, more dexterity. Really though, I think actually I might hold off on the vitality for a bit and only do a bit of dexterity. Because I just remembered that if we're going to fight the next boss, I would like to have my Baldur side sword if we do have one, and I'd like to have it upgraded as well. That would be nice. If we do get around to finding the next boss. So this dragon's a little bit tricky. Get a few souls there. Early souling. You can shoot the tail and kill him eventually, which is what I did in my first playthrough, but you're supposed to go downstairs and go all the way around, but you can run past him if you do this. Stand here for a second. Let you just stand here. And that's all. That's literally all it takes. Legitimately. And now he's just doing his business over there. I'm not sure if this is like intended or if it's a glitch or what it is, but I think he will fly away now, yeah. I'm not sure. You guys, if you've played Souls games well, please let me know. For my money, it seems like there's some trigger point there that triggers that, what happens there. You know what I mean? From my take anyway. It's the altar of the sun. Don't cry. Don't cry. That's what my money. If you want a claymore, you can go out and get these items. I don't need them. I don't need these weapons. We can fight the Black Knight here. But I want... No, did we rest up? Did we rest here? We did, didn't we? Yeah, because we lit it. Well, just to be sure. Just to be sure, let's rest up here. We definitely didn't because we didn't revive anything. We would have died and come back to a... We would have died and we would have went all the way back at the other bonfire. Which is not a big deal, but, you know. Okay, so, if we're quiet enough going up here, just be very quiet. This is a devastating enemy, by the way, what we're about to fight. It's not easy, I'll tell you that much. Especially your first time through. It's just a dark knight, a black knight. Nice little backstab, not a lot of damage. Okay, see you later. Our weapon is not anywhere near good enough to fight these guys. So if we die here, it's our first death and I'll accept it. So if we go down here, this is probably the best place that we can fight him right now. If he follows us down. He might not follow us down. Famous last words. He didn't follow us down. I guess it was too far of a leash. Unless he's on the stairs, which is going to be scary. I think it was too far of a leash. You see that I'm hugging the wall here. He's probably going to be looking directly towards us now. No. He said, what if I don't do that? Come on down. Let's have a go. Let's have a go with this. I have an unupgraded sword. We can have a bit of fun. Is this the only weapon I have, by the way? We have the S-Stock, which is not very good against this guy either. Is he gonna come down this time? It might be too long of a leash to follow us all the way down. Good sir. How long is your leash? None of your business. None of my business. Come on. Follow me down. Let's go. I'm only running because I don't want him to get a hit on me from behind. Okay, he's gonna come down. There he is. Okay, back down here. There we go. Nice little shot on you. Don't worry about that anymore. Good shot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you, sir. I'm saying all this stuff now, but I'm just nervous. Because, like, I don't think... Like, anyone who has played this game before knows. These guys can and will devastate you at any moment. They can and will. Like, he's not this derpy guy who I'm just defeating right now. If he gets one hit on me, it's over. That was bad. That was bad. I got greedy there. You saw the greed again? The greed takes over me when I play. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Heal. I can't see. Oh, see what I mean? Oh my god. I told you. I told you guys. And he's gonna get... His recovery time is so freaking good. It's actually unbelievable. Like, an epic recovery time. I'm not getting the backstab anymore from nerves. Is that death? Yes. And we got a Titanite chunk and a Black Knight shield, and we can worry about the rest of this later. Okay, so the hog up here. So they're going to try and close the gate here. We're going to try and make sure that they don't close the gate. So the best way to do that is just to go up here. So it's like, hey, don't close the gate on me. This guy's running to close the gate. So we can close the gate. On them. Fuck yeah, so good. You're trying to close the gate on me, it ain't happening. So good. Like, the fact that you can stop them from closing the gate and close the gate yourself, and now, like, these guys just left on the outside here. Let's let them all in. Let's go a bit rapid with this. You stop healing there, buddy. It's hard to get any backstab or anything like that on the stairs, really. Nice. Okay, we're gonna leave the door open for now. And here is where usually we can get, like, the Balder sword. Now, if we don't get it first try, I'll probably just forget about it. But we can try. This will give us more item discovery, having more humanity on us. So let's try our best. If we don't get the Balder sword, we'll just upgrade this weapon and go for the boss. It's one of the coolest weapons in the game. It looks so freaking cool. This guy's weapon here. I'm also not going to play around. I'm not going to, you know, play around doing some parries or stuff like that. Any drops? Titanite shard. It's better than nothing. Haha, only one enemy in here. It better not be someone over here. How did you know I was there? Have you... Wait, are you psychic? No, you're one of those guys who's played the game before. Yes, I am. Sorry about that, buddy. They get iframes as well, which I think is fair. I think is fair. This game would be very easy if you could just trounce these guys in the ground after a parry. I don't know why I'm doing that. That was a stored and moved there. You gotta get used to that stuff. When he's doing that, by the way, he's ready to parry you. He's ready to do that. Bam. And this as well. He can parry with that also. So don't be hitting that. Don't be hitting that. Nice little kick. A kick is up and R, I believe, right? Up and R, and I think it is. I don't know how to describe it, but I can do it. Come here to me. I don't know how to describe it, but I can do the kick. You know what I mean? If you ask me to do the kick, I can do it. Okay, I think it's all up on the D-pad and R. Come on, give me a sword. Okay, there's no Balder sword here. That's fine. We don't have to use the Balder sword. Now, I'm going to play it safe since I'm with you guys. I'm going to do this. You guys are making me play it safe. We're doing safety stuff here today. It's your fault we're not adventurous today. Okay. So this brings us back to Firelink Shrine, which is actually very nice because Firelink Shrine gives us an automatic 10 Estus. And to me, that's pretty freaking good. Just an automatic 10 heals whenever you want them, and we can go back and try and get the Baldur's Side Sword one more time. It's weird, it didn't let us activate it there for a second, so I wonder was something trying to follow us, maybe. Possibly. Let's try and see if we can get the Baldur's Sword one more time after this, and if not, we'll just upgrade this weapon and we'll try and fight the next boss, which is actually not an easy boss either. But again, with 10 Estus, it's not too bad. And with some lightning pine, gold pine resin, I should say, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We can try. We can definitely try. Woo woo woo. Woo woo woo. Oh god. Even though I rested, you're still here? I didn't know that he does that. That's really crazy. So he doesn't reset, which is interesting. Right? Like, that's super interesting to me that he doesn't reset. Because usually, like, it's, most enemies, I didn't know he didn't reset. Because I usually just fight him without getting the bonfire. I'm sticking to this area because oh god. I'm sticking to this area because there's a monster up here that I don't want to see us while we're fighting. And if he does see me while we're fighting, he'll make this fight just, like, not difficult, but, like, less fun, I suppose. Maybe more challenging, so it might be more fun, but... Sorry for the flashing stone stuff here as well, guys. It's probably quite annoying. Nah, buddy, don't be healing. Don't be healing. Don't be doing that. He's like, why can't I? See? Would you not heal? See, and they can always tell when you're healing with Estus as well. I think what's changed with Souls games is that while, like, I feel like the essence of this game is definitely... And that's the guy I was talking about, by the way. Freaking get you, no problem. Over here, we get the Firekeeper Soul. And let's try our best to get rid of these guys. He's going to shoot down at us. I'm trying to aim at these guys behind the wall. Come on. Oh, all of them at the same time. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You guys asked for it. You guys all asked for it. This was me about to die. You guys asked for it. Oh, you know what? Much better. See you later. Let's go into your home. You know this. How'd you get me from there? Psychopath. Get a job. That's his job. He just does that. Dude, take up, like, being a milkman or something. I know everyone can get a job. That's why I always feel bad about making that joke, but... Tell your friend to stop healing. This is an honorable duel. Look what's happening. I'm aiming for this guy first. Oh my god, that block was actually, like, lucky. Let's try and 300 these guys. This is actually very dangerous. I'm very scared. Yeah, you heal up. You heal up. Let your two friends come in here then. That was so dangerous. Did you see that? That was so dangerous. If we can get rid of this guy, this becomes, like, so much easier. Let's go back out here. Let's go out to the stairs, guys. Why do you fight us? No, come back to the stairs. Oh, he's so annoying. He's so annoying. Go back to the stairs, he says. That's one of you gone. Okay. That's two of you gone. Oh my god, that was almost death. If I didn't block, if I had no stamina there, that was death. That was death right there. Please drop your sword. Even if you don't give me your sword, it's fine. This one, he won't get this Baldra armor. We'll take it. So we now have a lot of. We might just upgrade this weapon then. That's what we'll do. Since this ain't going to be a full playthrough anyway, or it might not be a full playthrough. Hey guys. So down here you're going to find a blacksmith. And this is like, no, it's not essential for your first playthrough, I will say this much. But it is nice to know he's here. And there's another bonfire. There's another NPC down there we could talk to as well. If you guys do want to see more of this, please let me know. We can definitely play more of this, and I definitely would think about what weapon I want to use. I probably will get the scythe or something.
Well, I'm...
Sorry, I should have talked to him. I was in a... totally like just go ahead mode. So let's try and buy more Titanite shards. Let's buy like 4. And do we have enough to buy 3? And then still upgrade our weapon. Okay.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Such a sick dude. Leningrass. No, not Leningrass.
Well, you...
Sorry.
I'll be seeing.
Leningrass is Dark Souls 2. Okay, so... I usually would like to 10 Estus, but let's go up anyway. If we die, we die. We have an upgraded weapon now as well, so we could probably try and get this swag sword still, but we don't need it. We definitely don't need it. Andre. So the damage is going to do, by comparison, that's an instant kill obviously, but that's like a critical hit, so. Like you can see, like there is a difference for sure. There is a difference for sure. Usually you don't have to kill these guys either, but like it's nice to have a cleared out area. Hollow Soldier Sword. Another swag queen over here. Okay, so we can run through this area. There's going to be things trying to attack us there, and they do successfully attack us. And we can head up here. Now, what's great about this boss is that even if there's stuff chasing you, there's Solaire's summon sign. If you want to help with the boss battle. What's great with this boss battle though is even though we step out, it doesn't activate the boss just yet, but you can see something had some boss health there. So there is kind of like a feeling of like, oh, there's something here for sure. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. It's been so long. We might not be able to do this. I might get trashed. I do get trashed by these bosses every time I would play this game on a regular basis. It would happen. This game still looks so good. Your PS2 would explode. Let's go. So, the fun thing would be if you could destroy this guy. Yeah. Like, the pine resin makes it so easy, makes it trivial almost. Oh god. there's another one gone. You can also chop off his tail. Yeah, the pine resin is so good. It's so good. And of course we have an upgraded weapon to +5. And that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I just want to show off a game that I love dearly. The pine resin stuff is definitely like a speed running technique if you ever want to try it out. And it just works. I think that, you know, you can defeat them without it easily. You really can. All those bosses, especially the Taurus demon like that we defeated, easy as heck. These are easier bosses. But for now, I want to say thank you to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, the Ghost of Inazuma, Malicious Felix, Yuld, Radish, Anusta, Malcolm Conde, Deathtrap, Lynx Marky, Assassin, Jared B&M, Ruben, and Yopsy. And Ruben is a new patron, by the way, and I thank you so much, Ruben Meja. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. And we can do the thing.